say nothing. Me.
Bitches and niggas, niggas and bitches. This smoke is killing me. What's good, niggas? We are in the building. Turn this music down some so y'all can hear me. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Eloquently petty, articulate assholery. My name is Marcus. This is the Keep It 100 channel. Uppity Negro swag. A day, all day. BK in the building. What's happening? What's happening, niggas? What's happening? That's how you run up on a nigga on the West Coast. What's happening, fool? What's happening? What's going on, yo? Shout out some people in the building. Hey, Mr. Shug. Alright, shout out to you, my man Bishop X. You already know what time it is. As we proceed to give you what you need. I get the joke, nigga. I get the joke, nigga. As we proceed to give you what you need. Alright, shout out to my man Manosphere Hall of Fame. Said, man, this man was on absolute fire on Roger's panel. I respect that. I appreciate that. Shout out to the Roger Report. Alright. Black Manosphere shit. Shout out to the Ruthless Revelator. Spirit of Variance. What's going on? Adric boy. Adric, man. You got niggas beating you to the chat, man. You supposed to be first. What's going on, man? Chef, I see you. Chef is in the building. What's going on, bro? Alright, Dre, I see you in the building. Alright, who else is up in here? Mike, Ferg. Hey, Ferg, what's going on, man? Ferg, what's going on? Ferg said hit the like button, please. Do that. Do that ASAP, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. We gonna be talking some shit tonight. Shout out to Ron. What's going on, bro? What's going on? Alright. Hey, what's going on, Will? So Will Cochran. Yo, so tonight's stream, right? This is the Red Pills 4. It's kind of a continuation of the Red Pills 3, because, you know, I ain't really get to go in on, you know, old niggas gotta go. But this is the Undesirables. The Undesirables. Shout out to my man Ferg. Ferg is in the building, right? Ferg, you already know this one is a long time coming. I kept pushing this one back. All right. He said not even 50 million could save Diddy now. Yeah, we're going to speak on that a little bit. Shout out to Maggie. What's going on? How you doing? All right. So who else is up in here? Let me see. Who else? Adrian. What's going on, man? Doc Thunder is in the building. What's going on? All right, my man TCW, I see you. Shane is in the building. Oh, shit. For all those don't know, man, when I started this channel, Shane Rab was my regular co-star, right? But then he got too busy for YouTube. Shane is doing his thing, all right? I appreciate you, Shane. All right, let's see who else is up in here. Spawn, the programmer, was good, bro. All right, and my man Brandon Hayes, what's up? He said, ready to learn and be entertained. Hey, what's going on, man? I hit you back on the Patreon. I don't know if you saw it, right? Yo, by the way, to my Patreon dudes, man, don't be shy to send me a DM. You know what I'm saying? Me and Brandon have been having a nice conversation on the DM and the Patreon. Yo, if you in the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Something that I always said I got to post more to. Yo, the chats that are in there and the DMs, man. Don't be shy to shout me out. I get it to my phone, so we can talk. Your questions, this, that, topics you want me to bring up, man, on here. It's all good. Yeah, shout out to Roger Report. I was on the Roger Report. What is it? But shit, twice, 2 times. All right. We had a nice conversation about marriage and this and that, and that conversation will somewhat extend to this stream. It will extend to this stream. All right, so let's talk about the news at hand. Let's get right to it. So all y'all know Diddy got arrested. The feds came for him. The feds came for Diddy. As we knew they would. Not necessarily, when I say we knew they would, and I'm not saying this because I'm assuming any guilt on his part. I'm saying they wanted him. Right? Now, I've been watching a lot of videos, and, I don't know if y'all up on Choke No Joke, the guy that used to be down with Rockefeller, down with Dame Dash, and all of that shit, right? He's been doing a series of videos. He's been getting his Gene deal on. Now, Choke, shout out to Choke. Choke ain't never going to see this video. But shout out to Choke. Choke say some real shit sometimes, then he say some shit that's kind of crazy. Like, Choke has a theory that, because Biggie was jerking Puff with the publishing. Mind you, Puff was jerking Biggie. But also, from what I understand, Puff had a deal with Biggie on the publishing end that he was supposed to get a cut or whatever percentage of anything Biggie wrote. And Biggie had Puff under the impression that Junior Mafia, Little C's, Little Kim, and all these motherfuckers was writing their own shit. And they were not. Biggie was writing the shit for him, and Puff was supposed to get paid from that, and then he found out. And supposedly, according to Choke, this is supposed to be some sort of motive for Puff to kill Biggie. Choke, and I fuck with a lot of Choke's theories, because Choke, the story that he tells about what happened in Las Vegas with Pac and everything makes absolute sense. But when it comes to that, nah, because that's more like something you sue somebody over. That's not something you kill a nigga for, right? If Biggie was supposed to give Puff some royalties from some publishing or something like that, that's a lawsuit. That's not, I'll kill you. Like, come on, man. That shit is crazy. So, at the end of the day, shout out to JB Designs. He said, salute to Marcus on the side tangent. There's been a lot of benefits to being the desired dude and not the provider. Cult culture is real, and I've been invited a few times to fuck someone's wife. It's some shit that I want to say. Shout out to you, JB Designs. I ain't mad at you. At any rate, so let's talk about Diddy some more. So they came for Diddy, and the charges are, I think, they got him on RICO. That's a whole lot. They got him on RICO, racketeering, and sex trafficking. Now, I thought somehow that this case would have something to do with the whole Keefe D, this and that, and Tupac murders and Jimmy Henchman and all that. But it's really about, this all stems from the Cassie shit. That's this because they wasn't talking about this man before that. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Diddy is not a sympathetic figure, but the way I feel about this is, he's not a likable dude. The shit that I'm seeing, and it's a lot of I'm gonna reserve for later because this is new shit, and until I see these motherfuckers' whole case, they're gonna have to convince me that this motherfucker did something terrible, like all the shit that they're accusing him of. Now it's the feds. The feds usually come correct, right? Usually. I mean, we see what they did with Irv Gotti and them. That case was bullshit, right? But let's see what they bring against Diddy, right? They're saying that he was sex trafficking. And from what we understand, we know Freaky is known for his freaky ass parties, right? His freaky deaky parties. Now, Hugh Hefner has been throwing freaky deaky parties at the Playboy Mansion for decades. And that motherfucker was never dragged in for sex trafficking or anything remotely close to it. Anything remotely close to it. It seemed like once a nigga starts slinging his shit around, it's a problem. Okay? Because Sheen was doing it. Hugh Hefner was doing it. I mean, yo, it's a bunch of motherfuckers out in Hollywood that they had these types of parties all the time. All the time. Right? So pardon me if I say, hey, look, I'm kind of sick of black men being the face of this shit. They trying to Epstein this nigga. Now, you know, with the whole Epstein shit now, Epstein ended up being up out of here, and I think they got him up out of here. But at the end of the day, this thing with Diddy, I think is, that's how I feel about it. You're going to have to convince me. Now, this just in, right? Just got off the phone with my boy. He might have sent me the link, and if I can pull this up, I will. So my man sent me a link. Basically, Diddy's lawyers are explaining the incident that happened where he chased her down the hall in his bath towel. From what I understand, from what I'm being told, right? She looked in his cell phone and she discovered that he was cheating on her. So then, you know, some Rihanna, Chris Brown type shit. So she hit him with the cell phone. Turns out she was cheating with the trainer. The same motherfucker she's married to now. She hit him with the cell phone because she found something in his phone that indicated that he was cheating on her. So then she leaves. He jumps out the shower, follows her down the hallway, and we all seen what happened. Now, I've said time and time again on YouTube. Let me give it a second because I see the ad. I said time and time again on YouTube that I will not judge Puff based on what I saw in that video because I don't know the story. Now, do I think he might have been or gone a little overboard with his response to that? Well, shit, I don't know. If she hit him in the face with this phone or whatever, hit him over the head, whatever. But what I'm sick of is this narrative that bitches are sitting minding their business, chilling, and then the nigga just comes in the room and starts striking them. All right? That lie needs to stop. These women start a lot of these fucking fights. They start a lot of these fights, yo. Now, when I said this on another stream, I think it was Fantastic Stream, right? I said something to the effect of, I wouldn't let a chick disrespect me or something. I wouldn't have it. You know, we in the red pill space. I had a bunch of niggas talking about, ooh, Marcus, you're an abuser. Y'all niggas are weak. Okay? Weak. Right? Just want to let you know that. I understand what the, you know, the social norm and all that. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I knew there was a story behind that shit. Like she was in there baking cookies and then, you know, he just start wailing on her and then she just, I'm leaving. I was trying to leave. I was trying to leave and he chased me down the hallway in his fucking bath towel. How are you abusing? You're in a bath towel, which indicates you just got out the shower. So he was abusing her from the shower? Like, come the fuck on, man. Brandon Hayes, thank you for the super chat. He says, what's the most shocking about Diddy for me is him being on a DL for so long and hiding in plain sight without the public knowing. How does one hide it like that? Somebody want to tell him? Hey, bro, we knew this shit a long time. He ain't been hiding. We just accepted it. Like, look. Thank you for the super chat, Brandon. Brandon, check this out, man. Diddy been Diddy for so long. Nobody cares about that. That's not. We been knew that. That's old news. That shit is old news. Yo, the Diddy, the no Diddy, that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck that this man was throwing freak parties. I don't care. Like, where all this conservatism come from? When he, oh my God, well, I never. He's throwing freak parties. I've been to shit like this. I ain't been to Puff shit. Well, I've been to Puff Vegas fight party. I ain't been to no freak shit. Not of his. Been to freak parties. I've seen some shit. Okay? Seen some shit. Seen some, adult industry after the awards type of shit. Yeah, I've been in those. All right. Shout out to Chef. He said not to mention NFL, NBA, MLB. Let me see what these comments says. You seen the interview with Chris Brown dropped all the tea on what happened when they fought? No, I didn't see that. I got to check that out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I knew that there was a story behind that. Manosphere Hall of Fame says, what red pill space, Marcus? Shout out to Hood Servant. Hood, I might drag you up in here, man. Hood is always interested, man. It's always interesting, man. Shout out to Hood Servant, man. JB says, to be honest, I think the fuck shit with the women will stop when the relationships stop. Dudes need to treat these hoes like enemy combatants and have their asses under surveillance while in your presence. Look, I'm gonna get through these comments first because shout out to Roger on the Roger Report. We had a very interesting conversation. I don't know how many of you were there for it live. I don't know how many of you watched the replay. I don't know how many of you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? So them dudes need to stop trying to label this. Look, I already said Black Manosphere versus Red Pill. This is the Black Manosphere. This is not a Red Pill space. We're going to speak on it. This is the Undesirables, y'all. We're going to get into it. These chicks do start it first. Absolutely. Yeah. Will says, yeah, we've been knowing. We've accepted gay puff. We accepted it. As much black men get a lot of flack for being, homophobic or whatever. We ain't care. Puff is cool. As far as that part, we don't care. Just keep making that music, Puff. Just keep making that music. You know what I'm saying? Keep putting them shits out. We ain't give a fuck. We ain't give a fuck that he had Cassie fucking niggas in front of him while he beat off and watched. We ain't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she enjoyed it. He made me do it. These bitches be acting like they made me. I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave. Yeah, okay. You know why you couldn't leave? That shag carpet. Them leather couches. The sky-high ceilings and the windows that go up with them. The fucking maid, the butler, that limo that you ride everywhere, that private jet. That's why you can't leave. What up, New? What up, New? Hey, New, we gonna get into some of the shit that we discussed on the Raj. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Raj. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I can't leave. Bitch, you can leave. You don't want to leave. Just like them bitches with R. Kelly house. They ain't want to leave. All the parents outside. Please come on out. We trying to save you. And the bitches is like, fuck you, dad. Fuck you, mommy. This shit is nice in here. This shit is nice. This nigga got velvet. It's velvet in here. Ain't got no velvet at home. We in Chi-Town. This Chi-Town. They shooting over where you at. They ain't shooting over here. You know what I'm saying? We over here. We over here in the nice shit, daddy. Now, daddy, and bitches tell their father, look, daddy, when you get the crib like Kel's, I'll come home. When home look like what I'm in now, right? I'll come home. Okay? So, what I'm sick of is, all this, first of all, this trafficking charge, like that shit is like a catch-all at this point. You see the Tate brothers, they back in court. They going making another run at these niggas. They making another run at the Tate brothers. Right? Shout out to Brandon again. He said, I always thought it was a rumor about Diddy. Come on, fam. No, man. No, it's real. So I thought it was a rumor about Diddy, but credible dudes are now dropping receipts and telling Diddy stories that are jaw dropping. It been credible. Okay, so let's start here. And I don't want to take too long on this Diddy, freak shit, because we don't care, right? But since it's a topic, right, this is what I'll say. Andre Harrell, rest in peace. Andre Harrell, because I used to work at Motown. Andre Harrell, rest in peace, right? Out of the closet. All day out of the closet. Now, we know Diddy, Puff Daddy, Love, Puff Daddy, whatever. Got to start at Uptown. He got to start at Uptown. Right? Sean Combs went from an intern. Now, I've been an intern at a record label. When you're an intern at a record label, you don't know the CEO. You'd be lucky to meet this motherfucker, right? He was an intern at Uptown, MCA. And he went from being an intern to being vice president in less than a year. Let me repeat that. He went from intern to vice president in less than a year. That's a huge leap. Do you understand? Like, you go from intern, you at the average corporate environment. Now, I don't know how many of y'all niggas work in corporate, but in your average corporate environment, you go from intern to maybe mailroom, to maybe somebody's assistant, to maybe, trainee of this. And there's a slow, steady climb up to you becoming the vice president of some shit. Okay? All right? So the nigga went from intern to vice president in less than 12 months. It's unheard of. Now, let's continue. Once becoming the vice president, he cohabitated with Andre Harrell. Cohabitated. Now, let me ask any of you gentlemen present, right? And mind you, Harrell was down with, back in the day, he was with Jekyll and Hyde. Remember the group, Jekyll and Hyde, right? Okay, so you had, and I'm not saying Russell was in the group, but like they rolled together. Harrell was cool with Russell, okay, all right, Russell Simmons, okay, all right, you hear me? Okay, so I'm just saying, Harrell and Diddy living in the same crib. Let me ask y'all, how many of you could live with, share, I don't give a fuck how big this house is. How many of you could share dwelling with a Rainbow Coalition man? Like, how does this go? How long does this last? How do you do that? Right? So let me read some comments. He said, wow, Andre Harrell too. I'm so uninformed. Yeah, this is out the closet, out and out. This is not a secret. Okay? Said that Hollywood sex ritual conspiracy theory ain't sounding so weird anymore. Nah, it is what it is. I can't help but wonder how many dudes willingly got folded up by Diddy to get ahead in their career. Look, Cam already said he went to Diddy crib and seen the toy. And he asked Mace about it. Like, yo, Mace, what's up with that? Mace was like, yo, that's homie joint. Right? Like I said, I'm just asking, how do you cohabitate? Because Mace lived with Diddy. I'm not saying what Mace is. I can't say about Mace. I'm just saying it's very difficult if you're a straight guy to cohabitate with a dude that's on that timing and, Imagine a female, like all the women that's watching this stream right now. Imagine living with a man who you're not sexually attracted to. Imagine living with a man, right? One bathroom, one this, one that. Like, yo, you're not sexually attracted to this guy, right? But you gotta live with him. This ain't your brother. This ain't no relative. This ain't nothing. But you know, he on his freaky shit, right? Very difficult, man. So anyway, we gonna move on from that part of the conversation. My thing is, said Cam and Mace about to say something about you on their show. You know, they out here. Shout out to Cam and Mace. But this is the conversation they had. Cam was like, yo, I asked, like, Mace, what's going on? He asked in the Mace presence. But fuck all the rainbow shit. My thing with Diddy is I look at him as a successful black man. Now, it ain't too many successful any mans that made it to where they are without breaking some eggshells. Period. Right? Ain't nobody 100% clean. Everybody got some dirt on him. Pharrell got some dirt on him. What he did to Khalees and what he did to Chad. Unless y'all not privy to what he did to Chad. He screwed over his own man. I'm talking about Pharrell. Pharrell of the Neptunes. He jerked his man. Chad Hugo. He jerked his man. Okay? There's a lot of grimy shit going on in business. We talking about millions of dollars, man. All right? So, what I'm saying with Diddy is over the years, Diddy has pissed a lot of people off. In order to become damn near a billionaire, or close to a billionaire, you're going to piss some people off. And these people are getting their retribution through whatever accusations, this and that, you know, Danity Kane or whatever, and this one and that one. So now they're accusing him of forcing people to have sex. They found a bunch of bottles of baby oil. Like, okay, like this ain't T.I. with the guns. You found a lot of baby oil. Okay, he a freaky ass nigga. Okay, is it a crime to be a freaky ass nigga? Like, I want to see the crimes. I want to see, and mind you, I'm not saying this man is innocent. I want to reiterate that. I'm not saying this man is innocent. I have to be convinced. Okay? I have to see evidence, right, of these crimes that he's being accused of. I'm sure at this point they got women that are going to come forward and say, at least that's what I'm thinking, that they got women that are going to come forward and say that they was forced to do something. Having a party and the dude, the Fed was like, yeah, we got video of the freak offs. Okay, so you got video of some people fucking in a room. Big shit. There's a bunch of swing clubs out here in Vegas, swing parties and shit. So what? I don't care. I want to know if somebody got forced to be there. He's talking about sex trafficking. Like he made somebody do something. Right? That's what I want to know about. You know what I'm saying? So if that ain't you know, if there ain't no proof of that, I don't look. I need to be. Anytime they accuse a nigga of something, I need proof. And yeah, Hannibal, he definitely. Shout out to you, Hannibal. What's good? He definitely did that to Chad. I think that what he did was, I think he owns like the Neptunes, a nerd. He owns all that shit. Whatever their name, their brand, their, you know, whatever. Pharrell owns all that shit, and he had all that. He didn't do it in both of their names. He did it in his name. So he jerked Chad and he jerked Khalees. This is a fact. That's why them niggas don't do records no more. If you notice that, you know, lately, he's been doing his solo thing because homie don't fuck with him no more. He jerked him. This is facts. Shout out to Brandon Hayes. He said, I just feel like Diddy is being branded as the symbol of abusive black men in hip hop. There's other types of men who are far worse. See, let me tell you what they decided to do. And this is how I felt about the Diddy shit. Like that video that they had of him fighting Cassie, they decided to throw that out there, right? So once you put that out there and everybody sees it, what jury can you possibly put together that's not gonna hate this man? There's no jury. Like they talk, you know, they talking about you know, tainted jury and this and that. they play dirty. They say, okay, look, we're going to put this out there. We're going to hit all the news sources with it. There's nobody, nowhere, no jury selection that they can get that hasn't seen this video. Okay? Now, DV, he struck her, right? For whatever you think that's worth, punishment should fit the crime, right? Do I think her hitting him with a phone? Her hitting with a phone is assault, just like him hitting her is assault. Okay? So if we're going to do that, right? Because, you know, we got Cardi B talking about she drugging and robbing niggas, and ain't shit come of that. And every time I mention that, somebody will say, well, nobody came forward. Yeah, that's the legal part of it. But the social part of it is she didn't lose any endorsements. She didn't lose any traction. She didn't get canceled for saying it. Okay? So we know this is a one-sided thing, right? The way I see it is, look, again, even with that video, I knew there was something behind it. I knew there was a story. This motherfucker didn't just randomly run in the hallway to hit her. Randomly. Right? Maybe in this fit of rage, like, bitch, you hit me in the face with a cell phone. He really wanted to hurt her. Maybe his fucking face was stinging him. You know, men are human after all, right? But, you know, in this society we live in this social environment that we live in, no matter what a woman does to you, you ain't supposed to do shit. You just supposed to take that shit because you're a man, you made a rubber, and you supposed to take that shit, right? So that's what that is. And, you know, as this thing moves along with Diddy, expect the simps to come out in full force. Everybody's going to virtue signal. Yeah, he should go under the jail. Yeah. Everybody's going to show their hand to let the world know, right, that I'm not a monster like him, right? He's the bad guy. I'm a good guy. I don't like him. They're going to make sure that they come out and say how terrible this person is and what how he should be punished. Just so they let the world understand, like, you know, they not like that. I'm not like that. I'm not a terrible guy like Diddy. Because he's a bad guy. Bad things should happen to him. But anyway, that's the Diddy shit, right? There was a couple other things. What else happened this week? There was let me speak on Shannon Sharpe for a second. Let me speak on Shannon Sharpe for a second, man. This is why I need y'all to hit me. Yo, let me say this. For anybody that fucks with me, if you ain't got me on Facebook, man, and a lot of you do, but trust me, you need to add my Facebook. Okay? Marcus Aurelius. It's the same face. Okay? Marcus Aurelius on Facebook. The reason I say that is because a lot of dudes send me stuff through the Facebook inbox. You know, that's things that they want me to touch on. Because a lot of shit comes across my notifications and a lot of shit don't. Right? So let's talk about Shannon Sharpe for a second. And I know that Cam and Mace spoke on this, but I was talking to my boys about this shit, and I pretty much said the exact same shit that everybody's saying. Do you know how many motherfucking steps you got to go live on Instagram? It's not like a butt dial. You got to go through a lot of steps. A lot of steps. To go live on Instagram for you to be going live by accident. A lot of fucking steps, bro. So, you know, look, Shannon says he lost a potential guest, right? I think it's pretty corny, right? That if you're going to guest appear on somebody's show, that you cancel your appearance because they accidentally put a video up, right? Paul Pierce is like, yeah, this shit is unfair, you know. Now, have y'all seen the Paul Pierce video? It's not the same. Paul, you're going to have to take this L. Lord Love Smith, what's going on, man? I see you in the building. Deacon Dave was popping. So I'm just saying, At the end of the day, like, yeah, Paul Pierce, you're going to have to take this L. What you did was not what he did. Or at least it's not perceived the same, right? So Cam and Mace is pretty much saying what I said and a few others. They're questioning whether this was an accident. Shannon is saying, well, why would I do this on purpose and risk losing millions of dollars in sponsorships and lose guest appearances and things of that nature? Maybe you didn't foresee it. Maybe you thought because we heard and didn't see that it wouldn't have this effect. Maybe you thought, you know what, if I say I got hacked or if I say it was an accident or whatever explanation that you planned on giving, that would exonerate you. Now, ESPN didn't punish you because you said it was an accident, right? Whatever. Okay. But it's pretty hard to swallow, pause, that you hit that many prompts or you accidentally hit this many prompts. So you got somebody saying he put the phone down. You got somebody, he's saying that he threw the phone. So if you threw the phone, how did you manage to go live and hit this series of prompts, this series of buttons that you got to hit to go live? It's like me accidentally StreamYarding. It can't happen. You got to click, mouse, click, mouse, click, mouse. There's a bunch of setup you got to do. This shit that y'all looking at take a lot of setup, right? Now, this is the room where I do it, so it stays up. But I'm just saying, I can't just walk in here and bump into some shit and be live, and you see me eating cereal or some stupid shit like that, or, you know, doing some work on this computer. No, it's not how it works. It's not how any of this works, right? So the claim is, the belief is, the common belief is, okay, we thought you was sweet, nigga, and you wanted to prove that you wasn't. So you decided to do this video to dispel any rumors that you had sugar in your tank. There's other ways you can do this, bro. Let us see you with some bitches, maybe? I don't know. Shout out to Gomez is in the building. Gomez, my nigga Gomez, said the chick could have done it. It definitely wasn't an accident either way. Yeah, the chick could have done it. The chick was like, oh, y'all gonna hit us. Now, what makes it worse is after he apologized and all this shit, but then he gets online with Ocho Cinco. Yeah, I told you I gets it in. I told you I does my thing. So you gonna brag on it. Now, if I'm one of these sponsors, if you worried about losing sponsorships, you worried about losing, you know, guessing, the last thing you want to do is talk shit on top of the shit. Yo, you know I gets it in. Like, nigga, what? Oh, man, it's just crazy. So, all right. I don't know what else. I'm forgetting something, man. It was another issue that came up. Shout out to Ghetto User, man. He says, support as usual, fax markers. Yo, shout out to Ty City, right? Ty City. I was watching Ty City earlier, right? And, you know, me and Ty, we say a lot of the same shit, right? You know, Ty's supposed to be one of the, you know, the bad guys, but I don't. How many, by show of ones, how many of you fuck with Ty City? I want to see this. What's up, Mr. Info? Mr. O with the info. How many of you fuck with Ty City? Uncut Underground. Zero? You gonna put a zero? Come on, man. Spawn the program, that's one. All right, damn. Yeah, then y'all fuck with Ty City, man. Oh, okay, he said nothing against him, not in the algorithm. Oh, not in your algorithm. All right, well, shout out to Ty City. All right, you know what I'm saying? What's up, C. Jackson? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ty City. You know, he's the one that coined the phrase SBE, et cetera, right? So basically, what he was talking about earlier, you know, again, a lot of us say the same shit. You know, a lot of dudes struggling with this idea of what's going on with the women. You know what I'm saying? Talking to them, you know, trying to convince them, yo, you know what you're doing is wrong, this, that, and the other, yada, 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 yada. Says, welcome, Mr. Jackson. I heard the name, but I'm not familiar. You're not familiar with Ty City? Wow. Every once in a while, Ty pops his head up in here. You know what I'm saying? Last week, I did a stream called, or was it last week or a few days ago? Did a stream called, old niggas gotta go, That's his phrase. He coined that phrase. Shout out. He said, nope, nothing personal, just not interested in his material. He said, he cool. I just ignore his chat. Too many fuck niggas. Yes, absolutely. Too many fuck niggas in the chat. Yes, absolutely. Speaking of, I was over there and, Ty shouted me out. He said, Marcus just did a stream. Old niggas gotta go. So Gababe was in there. He was like, hey, Marcus, an old nigga. Gababe, check this out. Cause he like, hey, Marcus, an old nigga, what you saying? He trying to get rid of himself. He gotta go. Listen, fam. At any given time, I could be out. You know what I'm saying? I'm hardly here anyway. At any given time, I could be out. What's up, Cynical? What's going on, bro? Yeah, a lot of fuck niggas in the chat, Hannibal. A lot of fuck niggas in the chat over there. But yeah, man. Yeah, Kababe. Over at Ty City. He's like, yeah, you look, I do this very well. If I'm olding very well. If I'm an old nigga, I'm olding very well. Okay? I'm olding better than a lot of niggas is younging. Let me put that out there. If I'm an old nigga that gotta go. I'm not fighting to stay here. Trust me. Okay? But shout out to, Gababe. Gabe is such a lame, it's not even funny. Dude is so lame, he couldn't even approach his wife on his, oh, shit, you know some shit I don't know. Oh, you gonna have to elaborate on this. He couldn't even approach his wife on his own. Goddamn. So let's get into these red pills, fellas. Okay, so shout out to Raj. But Raj just did a stream where he's basically talking about Tyrese and child support and things like this, right? And, so Tyrese is going through his issues. He just got locked up for child support, right? Got locked up. He's behind on his child support, right? Now, this is Tyrese, the same guy that, he'll get on the stream. Like, let me tell you, what I like about Tyrese, the nigga real. Now, however you feel about Tyrese will get on, Power 105 or whatever platform, and he shows a male vulnerability that a lot of niggas are unwilling to show. He shows a lot. Niggas call him Cry Reese. The same bitches and the same niggas that'll say, yo, men need to, talk, speak their mind and let their feelings out. And all that. As soon as you do it, you're a crybaby. Right? You're a crybaby. You get ridiculed for being weak, crybaby, this and that. So they call him Cry Reese. That's Tyrese. That motherfucker don't. Yo, he's strong in his, this is how I feel. Charlemagne passed him a box of napkins. He threw that shit. Get this shit out of here. That shit is real to me, man. That shit is real to me. But we make fun of it. It's like, yo, what do y'all want from niggas? Right? If niggas don't show no emotion, right? There's, y'all niggas holding the shit in. Y'all holding shit. Y'all need to get it out. What men need to do is get it out. That's what women will say. And then they'll say, it's other men that's keeping you from... No, bitches, this is what you want too. You want a nigga that never communicates to you his issues, his emotional drama. You don't want a nigga to drop his emotional load on you. You want him to carry yours. When women say they want sensitive men, what they mean is sensitive to their shit, not their own shit. They don't want you to, tell how you doing. Especially if they are the problem. Oh, black man, tell us about how the police is doing and your boss at work and society as a whole and yada yada. You know, tell us your plight with all that, but don't talk shit about us bringing any stress to you. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear anything that's related if we're the problem. But they get to speak their truth. Niggas this and black man, you doing this to me and blah, 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 blah. But niggas got to shut the fuck up if it's the other way around. And niggas in and outside of this space co-sign that. Again, Manosphere Hall of Fame. This ain't a red pill space. So anyway, this was what was being discussed. Tyrese paying, what is it? I think it's $40,000 a month in child support. $40,000 a month. Right? So let me see. Okay, Gay Bay has something to say. Yeah, he's talking shit. He's talking through his top row of buck teeth. Tyrese love for women to punish him. He needs to let his nuts hang on a bitch. I never made fun of him crying, but he's doing too much crying. Hey, look. Gotta let that man do what he do. I get it, but it's like we can't have it both ways, y'all. Either a nigga gonna carry his shit out on some violent shit, or he gonna express it the way he's doing it, or like, yo, that energy has to come out one way or another. And it's almost like, yo, like, we want niggas to be superhumanly stoic all the time. Like, yo, eventually that shit is gonna come out in some type of way. But my whole, point in that conversation, who saw the Roger report that I was on in that conversation? Where we were talking about Tyrese and the child support and all of that shit, right? Who was there for it? Manosphere Hall of Fame. I know you was there. It's a few. I don't know how many people here check out the Roger report. I asked y'all about Ty City. How many of you fuck with Raj? Okay, Mr. Suge was there. Chef, of course you was there. Chef was there, of course. Tyrese needs to do how the Falcons ex-coach did and disappear in Thailand, never to be heard again. Never to be heard from again, except for a whole bunch of Blasian kids looking like Tyrese. That's funny. I fucks with Roger. We don't agree on everything, but I fucks with Roger. He's a good dude. All right, so hopefully I'll get him because, we got this thing going, Manosphere Show of the Week. My date is coming up, so hopefully I'm trying to get Raj to come here. Raj, don't you duck me, man. I'm trying to put the pressure on, tell all the people, yo, Raj is coming. Raj is coming to make sure Raj comes. Shout out to the insurance man, all right? My man Alonzo Hall, social media insurance brother, all right? So before you trip over banana and your head hit a rock, get some insurance from this nigga. Get some insurance from Alonzo, man. I said I usually catch him, but I didn't tune in this morning. Roger's cool. So your morning shows are Dr. Thunder and the Roger Report. Those are your Manosphere morning shows. Okay? Dr. Thunder's super early, right? He's on before the sun come up out here, and then you got the Roger Report. I fuck with Roger because he bring up the best topics, although he is often wrong. I have to agree with you. Raj is my man. I think Raj carries a lot of the energy that I do. And when I went to that show, the thing that kind of bothered me the most when I was on the panel, because I jumped on the panel, and Raj always welcomes me up there, and a lot of times I give a lot of pushback. And Raj always welcomes me up there, you know what I'm saying? And there was this idea that the shit that I was saying was somehow like, I'm trying to stop the Manosphere message. And nigga, it's me. Are you fucking serious? The audience over there, I don't know how many of them fuck with me. Right? But me telling Raj, and everybody's explaining to me what Raj's message is. And I'm like, nigga, I don't need your help understanding where Raj is coming from. It's like niggas explaining to me where BGS is coming from. Like, nigga, stop it. Stop it. So the energy over there, and Raj, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The energy that I get, generally from Raj's channel is he's a community guy. He's about black community, black men together as a collective and, getting with the proper black women and blah, 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 blah. Now, if I'm wrong about this, Raj, because that's what I'm getting. He's about choosing the right black woman to build the community with. And he says the community is black men. Well, yeah. Black men are the backbone of a community. I ain't going to say the community, because ain't no fucking community. But if you want to build a community, the men are the backbone of the community. We often hear that women are the backbone of the black community. It's bullshit. Ain't no fucking backbone. That's why you got shit going on the way it do. All right? He said, yeah, because I'm Roger, and I'm right, and I'm gone. Sorry, Raj. Sometimes, not so much, right? Shout out to Raj. But, Raj is my man. We disagree. Raj is not going to, make a whole stream talk about, Marcus ain't shit, right? So, let me see. I don't have an issue with Tyrese showing his emotions, but Tyrese engaged in the business of relationships all wrong and got burned bad. So I'm not empathetic to his pain. Men are in love, women, and not business. I agree with you, bro. I agree. So, and this goes right into the point that I'm about to make and that I made on Roger's show, right? And Ferg, Mike, this whole comment, I'm with you. You understand? We got too much information out here. I say it all the time. Too much information. My speech on Tyrese showing his emotions is that's what people are telling us to do, and it never works out the way they say it will. It's like bitches telling you, if you fucking her, I ain't gonna get mad. Just tell me you fucking her, I won't get mad. If you got the pussy, just keep it real with me. I ain't gonna get mad. Just tell me the truth. So he said, to me, Roger does too much SBE, and if you say choose the right black woman, that's a problem. I agree. I hope to get Roger on here. We can talk about whatever. Don't duck me, Raj, man. Because we got to get it popping. Yeah, community wouldn't be a shit show with women, with women really were the backbone of the community. Yeah. Like I said many lives before, let this ish burn. Keisha took them hands out. Now the migrants is kicking them out. Not necessarily. He always said that the community is black men who believe in black male leadership, so he's not a community guy. Now, that's not what I heard him say. He said black men are the community. Okay? And he says that, a good way to indicate or to tell that a black woman is for black men is that she has a black husband. And, this very conversation or that very conversation we were having is an indication that that's a bad indication. Tyrese did marry a black woman. She was a black woman married to a black man, and look what happened. Okay? So, a black woman being married to a black man ain't indication of shit. She might be there for some resources, right? She might be there for whatever reasons. Or, Tia Mowry, right? Tia Mowry, right? Wasn't she married to a black man? We see how that went. Okay? Keke Palmer, married to a black man. So what does this married to a black man prove? Nothing. Might mean that they prefer black men, but it doesn't mean they prefer black male leadership. See, all these women were married to black men. But are they open to black male leadership? It's questionable. It's dubious at best. So being married to a black man doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. It's not an indicator of shit other than you might have walked down the aisle and signed a marriage certificate to be married to a black man for whatever reasons that we don't know about. right? So, getting back to the point. So Tyrese, we were talking about Tyrese. So my entire point there was, yo, if we know all the things that we know, right? And he said Kiki's not married. Okay, well, she had a kid with a black man. Still, again, not an indicator. Not an indicator. These are bad indications. Not an indicator. This shit's supposed to be plugged up. What the fuck going on, nigga? Bad indicator. Bad indicator. I wouldn't look at that as an indicator of anything. Right? I would look at how a woman is acting with her black husband as an indicator. What's her name? Beyonce's mother. Tina Knowles? Was it Tina Knowles? Married a black man. What did that shit indicate? Not a goddamn thing. So that theory is not sound. That's not a sound theory. That being married to a black man is an indicator that a woman is for black men, black male authority, black community. It's not an indicator of none of that shit. I can do this all night. Tell you how black women who are married. I mean, shit. Dwayne Wade's wife. What the bitch name is? What's her name? Gabby Union. Married to a black man. I could do this all night. Bad theory. Very fucking dangerous and bad theory. At the end of the day, what I'm telling motherfuckers is, look, we know what time it is. We look at dudes like Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, right? And I seen how people reacted to that. Spoke on it to death. So we see how people reacted to that. Right? And the reaction let me know what I already knew, what Mansfield Hall of Fame already knew, and, a lot of other guys that's in the chat already knew, is that, yo, the majority of niggas is simps. I said this on the stream that we were on Roger, and some dudes took exception to that. I thought that was something that we knew already. BGS said it. He was right when he said it. So why would Marcus say most niggas is simps? I ain't talking about most niggas in space. I'm talking about most niggas in America is simps. BGS said that. And guess what? Hashtag BGS was right, right? So then if Marcus say it, he right too. No, Marcus. No. You not right. Most niggas ain't simps. Like, knock it off. Most niggas are simps. That's why this is the subculture. Like me and Raj said, and we agreed on this. What we talk about here is counter-narrative and counter-culture. His word was counter-narrative. My word that I usually use is counter-culture. I tell niggas, don't be the provider male, be the desired male. Because the provider male is dead. I said that when I came in the door. If you have to be the provider male, it means she's not that into you. Because Pookie ain't got to provide. Because she's in the Pookie. You can't say, well, I got to provide, and that's what bitches is looking for, and then complain about the nigga who don't got to do it. Then you're acknowledging that there are men who don't have to do it. So it's not a prerequisite for everybody. That means even Kev said, I'm not going to pay a higher price than the other guy paid. Right? That's what Kev said. So if Kev is saying it, and we know that there's what they call it, dual mating strategy. These are old things. We can't reinvent the wheel. There was a lot of reinventing of the wheel that took place on that show. Motherfucker. There was a lot of reinventing of the wheel that took place on that show. Right? This idea that, one minute we're talking about, a lot of niggas like to say, this is another thing that niggas like to say in the space. Bitches are giving pussy away. Bitches are easy to fuck in 2024. But when I look around, all I see is niggas complaining that they're not the choice. Right? This idea that, right? And for those who are there, y'all know what I'm talking about. This idea that, well, black men, because more than half of us don't have children in America. More than the total population of black men do not have children. I want to hear about, oh, by the time black men are 40, 80%, get that stupid ass stat out of here. The idea that more than half of black men in America don't have children, that they are being picky and choosy about which bitches they fuck with. That's bullshit. This is what I'll say. Many men are being picky choosy about which women that they procreate with. It's nowhere near the majority of black men here. Nowhere near. Okay? Oh, I see the one. What's good, bro? I see you, bro. I see you. This is my man. I see you. So this idea, shout out to Mansfield Hall of Fame because you was there. Shout out to Chef, you was there. Who else said they was there? Let me see who said they was there. Shout out to everybody that was there. I forget who was there. But this idea that, black men are just turning down bitches left and right as, oh, I don't want to fuck with you. No. I said it there, I'll say it here. These women are starving niggas out with a fake pussy shortage. Fake pussy shortage. This is what's creating this large contention, a large group of simp niggas. You starve niggas out. You give a certain amount of men pussy. The men you like. The men that got multiple baby mamas. Multiple. It's not an accident that these men got multiple women pregnant. And they look at it like, oh, this is a man issue. No. It's a woman issue. It's certain types that they're choosing, right? Now, I don't give a fuck who they choose. So this ain't one of those streams where I'm like, they keep picking Pookie. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who they fuck. Long as you don't pin the tail on the niggas you ain't fucking. They not even in the conversation. If you're picking a certain group of men in the black male demographic to fuck with, you can't then complain about the niggas you ain't giving pussy to and you ain't having kids by. They ain't in the conversation, right? But these are the niggas that's, they're being painted with this, we're voluntarily not fucking with these chicks and having kids with them. That is a manosphere fallacy. Pardon me, Raj. Blackity black, blackity black manosphere fallacy. It's a black manosphere fallacy. We like to believe it. We all know. Right? Oh, shout out to Indigo. I see you. Yeah, you was up in there too. Detroit, I see you, man. 313, I see you. We know that most, a good, I ain't gonna say most. I'm gonna say a good amount of niggas inside and outside of this space would switch sides immediately with the right dick suck. And that includes not just audience niggas, but content creators too. We seen Hafiz switch that shit up immediately. Okay? These niggas would flip sides. They meet the right chick, or what they think is the right chick. Now, Raj made a comment. He said, if a man meets the right woman, then, do what you do. Now, black men want to get married? Cool. I already, we done laid it out. We done told niggas 1,000 times. Motherfuckers done came with stats, research, this and that. We done gave you everything you need. We done gave you clips from the 70s, from the 80s, from the 90s, everything. We done gave you the R&B music niggas begging. We done gave you the divorce settlements, right? Everything. You got everything you fucking need, right? To understand this ain't the way to go. MGTOW was men going their own way, right? Niggas walked away from that because it didn't serve them. but the sentiment is the same. Shaka, are you in the building? If you're in the building, Shaka, just understand that when I say SYSBM, it doesn't necessarily mean what other niggas mean. So, I say SYSMF, all right? Or whatever, other variation. Save yourself. No community. Shout out to you. I see you, shot. But it's just like, what I've been saying since I'm fucking 15. Don't get married. That's not what they wanted to say over there. Because the idea of, this traditional, it's like niggas, there's a group of men that still want that thing. They don't want to say it explicitly, but they say all the remnants and the components of it. Well, find the right one, vet, and this and that, and, cohabitate, have children, get married, so that we could build this group and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's this aspiration for traditionalism. You're not dealing with traditional women, right? Now, tonight we're talking about the undesirables, right? Because and for quite a long time, I've been wanting to approach this, and some niggas ain't gonna feel me behind this shit. Shout out to Mike Ferg, you know where I'm going. The undesirables. It is my belief that this space is now the Simps run it. The Simps run this space. I'm really losing my interest creating content. Manosphere. I'm rapidly losing interest in making Manosphere content. And I understand why niggas say, I'm leaving the Manosphere. At one point, I was like, well, damn, nigga, you ain't got to announce you're leaving the Manosphere. We don't give a fuck, go. But I now get it. Now, some people, they say I'm leaving the Manosphere because they worried that their dog gonna get kicked in or some shit. Right? I don't plan to say this. I'm always red pill. The thing is, man, is kind of, disappointing to see the direction that this shit is going in. Because it's being controlled by the undesirables. Right? So let me explain to you what I mean by the undesirables. Right? The undesirables, right? That's who's taking over. And I had Gabe tell me, oh, your approach to the manosphere is so antiquated. This is Gababe. Your approach to the manosphere is so antiquated. It's so 2018. 2018 wasn't that long ago, you fucking clown. But let's talk about it. Right? Let's talk about it. Basically, what I would imagine, I'm being told, okay, Diddy's attorney claims Cassie hit him with cell phone ahead of hotel hallway attack. This is on vibe.com. Okay. Let me, yeah. This, yeah. On vibe.com. So, it's a lot of, should be, so just understand, like, it's a lot of niggas, right? It's a lot of niggas who just entered into this space. They'll sometimes say that they're not manosphere. Like most of the trolls, right? We don't know what they look like. I did a song some time ago. I ain't gonna say the nigga name who I did it about. A lot of y'all already know who the nigga is. We don't know who this nigga is. We don't know what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing Ty said, when he was on, he's like, a lot of niggas, hiding behind avatars and shit like that. They roasting old man right now. Shout out to Obsidian, but goddamn, I don't want to touch because I like Obsidian. I'm not mad at Obsidian is honest. Obsidian is what he is, but he's honest, and I wanted to have him on here at one point. We were gonna have I've never had a conversation with Obsidian on my shit, but they going at old man right now. And the reason why, they coming at old man is for many of the things that I'm talking about. I feel like, you got a lot of dudes who don't fit the criteria, right? of what these girls like, right? Shaka says the space is cooked, but my channel will always be manosphere because what I talk about and I move in real life. Absolutely. The Undesirables is a great topic. They have known since middle school and high school the moment the other man pulled up in the car or when they didn't make the sports team. All right. Brandon says, I don't blame you. When I came in 5 years ago, it was a great space to learn from. But now with Simps worshiping red pill chicks. The red pill space is one of the only spaces where the least successful individuals have some of the loudest voices. Look at Obsidian crippled and fucking a bitch heavier than him. I thought, what is it? Miss, what's her name? I thought she was a slim chick. I don't know. But, you know, Ty said, he said, he tired of old unsuccessful niggas that ain't do shit in life, some shit of this nature, giving advice or whatever. Look, y'all don't see me in the streets. I'm on camera. Look, I'm a public persona. Been a public persona for a long time, way before this YouTube shit. People in New York, I have a history. People know who the fuck I am. Right? Never been hiding from nobody, visually or anything else. My shit is well known. Yeah. So like I can sit comfortably in my skin on any of this shit that anybody might come at me with. My thing is, there's a lot of niggas on here in this red pill space, right? Hiding behind some shit because if we would see them, it'd be like, nigga. Now, the undesirables just doesn't apply to men. It applies to women also. A lot of the shit, right, that we see online with motherfuckers complaining, because the manosphere was never supposed to be about complaining about not getting pussy. It's never supposed to be that. We supposed to be here doing the advocate thing. The advocate thing. And what this shit is turning into, right, is... the song of the undesirables. And the thing is, the more it becomes that, the less serious it'll be taken. So when you hear terms like SBE, understand there's an erroneous context to SBE and then there's a valid context to SBE. I don't take the whole SBE argument and throw it away. There's a valid argument to SBE. There's a number of men in this space, and I don't want to talk about the general population of black men because I already said most niggas is simps. But there is a population of black men in this space that are really trying to convert women back to what they think women used to be, right? They're trying to form this black patriarchal thing that existed, before welfare came and took the bitches away. And what I'm trying to explain to niggas is the bitches were never here, at least not in spirit. They were here physically, but they never wanted to be here. They got brought here on a boat just like your black ass. And they never belonged to you. They were always wards of the state. Even when marriage rates were high and blah, 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 they never wanted to be with you. Think about slavery. Often when we hear about the house Negro, we think of some guy named Uncle Tom. And I've already said who was in the house with Massa and who was in the field. Think about this. Who was more likely to be in the house with Miss, Miss Ethel and the plantation owner? Not you. You was either picking cotton or you was a Mandingo fighter or some shit like this. You was working that field. Who was more likely to be in the house, domestic and shit? Mammy and the wench. So who's really the house Negroes? And, they'll make it like something else, but like, now, of course, there's a small, population of women that were like, nah, fuck that. I'm with my dudes. But the greater amount, like look at what we're dealing with now. Right? He said light-skinned chick. Yeah. Not light-skinned man, unless, he was getting buck broken, right? Yeah, finally someone said it out loud. I gotta give credit to BGS. He said the same thing. Because, BGS has posted videos and things of that nature, from long time ago, which is one of the things that I kind of like throw at him. Like, bro, like you are the guy that gave us all this information. You can't now contradict what you put out there, right? They never wanted to be. Understand, women buy into society based on what they can get. Men build, women move in, right? They opt into society. They opt in is the proper term. They opt into society based on what they can gain from opting in. So when Roger says men are the community, he's very much correct, but men can't be a community by themselves. They in order for the community to flourish and thrive, you need agreeable women. Can't just be a bunch of niggas. What is it? Black Wall Street wouldn't have been a community with just a bunch of men there and no women and children, right? What the manosphere is becoming is a battle cry for undesirable niggas. This idea that a bunch of niggas are saying, no, we ain't like sometimes, how many of y'all been on Facebook, right? And y'all see a nigga post a picture of a bad bitch, right? Bad bitch. Ooh, she bad. And you'll see a bunch of niggas like, I wouldn't fuck with her. I wouldn't fuck with her. Right? I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this. She wouldn't be my choice. No. Oh, no. Cap. It's cat. Cappity cat, nigga. Said the movie Django showed at Big Daddy's plantation. A lot of cat. This is sour grapes. Those grapes are probably sour. I don't want those grapes. Right? That's what that is. A lot of these dudes know they ain't got a chance. Just like on YouTube, you don't see what these niggas look like. On Facebook, a lot of these niggas are hiding behind, fucking Pokemon or, different avatars, right? Different avatars and shit. Look, I don't want to throw niggas under the bus. What I'm saying is you have to use leverage. Anytime the subject of how to improve your chances with women and this and that comes up, the nigga saying it gets thrown under the bus. Thank you. Spartan shit. And I had a video coming up called This is Sparta. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. It's saying something in the Sparta voice. Yeah, this is Sparta. I'm not saying to do anything to improve yourself for black women, because black women are black women. But other women like attractive men too. Right? So, and this is the part where some niggas gonna get in their feelings. If you're obese, or if you need a cut, or maybe you gotta switch up your wardrobe or whatever the fuck. I've been saying this shit forever. I said this shit 2 summers ago, and I got a lot of flack for it. Right? And you think that you're going to come to the manosphere and say, well, these bitches is on some bullshit. We're not, this is not what that's for. We're not here for that. Just like, the other topic I almost skipped. There was a post, and I'll probably share the screen with y'all. There was a post on Facebook. You had David Banner, right? He's 50 years old. Some of you probably saw this post. David Banner says he's 50. He wants to start a family. He's looking for a wife. Da. And some chick took that meme and posted it next to Vivica Fox saying that she's around the same age and she's taking applications. Why are these things not equal? Why come she can't say she's available? And why come at 50 she can't be putting out an application and looking for a man? Why come he can say it and she can't? It's the patriarchy. It's misogyny. It's all this stupid shit, right? A woman knocking on 60's door next to a 50-year-old man saying he wants to start a family. Oh, these things are the same. They're equal. He said he wants to start a family. Can this bitch say she wants to start a family at 50? Y'all got beef with nature. It's not, we ain't got shit to do with that. Right? So I'm a share, because I want y'all to see some of these. And this is going into the undesirable. Yo, I want y'all to see some of these reactions, right? I want y'all to see some of this shit. These comments, right? That people were saying on his post. Shout out to Blair Nash. Blair Nash is pretty popular on Facebook. You know, he always stirring the pot. I don't know if Blair, if you're in here, but shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who follows Blair Nash or whatever the case may be. Looking for this shit. But yeah, man. Simps out in full force. Another thing I'm going to say about Diddy real quick, that's aside from the topic is, and I want y'all to hear me on this, whether he's guilty or not, right? I noticed that there's a certain energy of gleefulness that comes out anytime a black man is indicted on something. Maybe it's me, but the women and the simp niggas, there's a certain, like, to me, I feel like, yo, how we act like we like black male excellence, like we do not like successful black men. This country, it's not just us. This country as a whole. Oh, shout out to Chaos. He said Vivica is 60. Oh, shit. 60! I'm taking applications. For what? Heaven or hell, bitch? Anyway, let me pull this shit up, man. I'm gonna have to look for this shit, man. But this is what, you know. Okay, I got the post. I want y'all to be able to read some of these comments. We're gonna have some fun with some of these comments, right? Put it on all comments. Let's go through all comments. These chicks struggling. Oh my God. So for everybody that follow me on Facebook, man, listen, you know, for all that don't follow me on Facebook, you need to, right? So let me share the screen real quick. All right, here we go. So 50-year-old rapper David Banner says he's ready to find a wife. Let me see if it popped up yet. There it is. 50-year-old rapper David Banner says he's ready to find a wife, get married, and have kids because he feels he's reached his career goals. You see his reasons? I've reached my career goals. Now I'm ready to get married and have kids because I reached my career goals. Not because I want to secure a bag, but because I want to reach my career goals. Comment right here says, David Banner looks great, financially fit and wiser than ever. What woman wouldn't find him a great catch? Women age well in time. Women age like milk. Well, the proper phrase is men age like wine. And women age like milk. So here's Vivica Fox on dating at 60. I'm taking applications. So if you got a friend, I'm good because I'm not getting on an app. I don't discriminate. So all you niggas that fantasized about Vivica Fox, now's your chance. Now's your chance to get with Vivica. I also heard 50 was about to propose to her. See, 50 ain't talking about this, or maybe he did and I didn't see it. 50 was about to propose to Vivica and she was on some bullshit. And that's the other thing. These same chicks, when they're young, they don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Because they want to take advantage of their youth. They want to cash their youth in. They want to get taken everywhere by all these niggas while they're young. Then once that shit runs out, they want niggas to operate on some altruism shit. They wasn't altruistic when they was in their 20s. They was very superficial. Right? They wanted to be superficial. They want niggas to be altruistic in their choices about them. But women want to choose niggas based on financial status, physical attributes, all this shit, right? So now she has entered into undesirable. Let's go into some of these comments. This is going to be fun. Let me full screen this. All right? Got to full screen this shit. Right? Let's go into this, man. I need y'all to see this. Let me make this bigger. Right? So, yeah. Let me close it. Get up out of here. Close all these. Shout out to everybody that's in my motherfucking inbox. All right, shout out to Shane. I see you. Let me get all this shit out of there. So, yeah. So this is what we're looking at, right? So let's go. Men and women tend to want different things in the dating world, right? So saw this post in a group, and the comments were interesting. The respondents said she could get a husband, but she won't have nearly the same quality options as she had 30 plus years ago. Of course not. Of course not. Why is this so hard to understand? Right? Why is this hard to understand? So here we go. My man Spinning Spider. Men are the pursuers. Women aren't supposed to dictate when they're ready to become wives and mothers. They're supposed to be already prepared to be wives and mothers long before a man chooses her to be his wife. Facts. Modern feminist ideologies fuck that up. All right. Marcus Aurelius says women seem to forget older men understand that they have to give. Women at 50 still want to be takers. They still looking to get treated like they 20. And they forgot how ruthless their young selves were. I was cold as ice long ago. Baby, baby. Remember that? Remember that? Said black women are struggling with black men's increasing options. As time goes by, that bullshit they were coming with ain't working anymore. Black men were stuck in the past due to the threat of death, among other things. Remember, once upon a time, a black man only had a black woman as his option or he'd get killed. So now niggas could travel, transcend class, all of that stuff. So not only back in the days were black women stuck with black men for the most part, but we were definitely stuck with black women because they kill you. Now, black women fought for the right to marry white men. Virginia versus Loving. They want the option. They don't want you to have the option. Now that you have the option, the only thing they can do is SBE your ass. Oh, yes, black women do practice more SBE than niggas do. Right? So let's my thing is, age doesn't matter when it comes to living life and being happy. It don't matter if it's done early or late in life. If you want it and still alive to do it, you should. Okay. So Marcus Aurelius replied to that. He said he wanted to start a family, so age does matter. Right? Let's go into this is my post. No, let's go into the Blair post. Let's click into this. Right? Because, my post and what was said here is some wild shit. Open up, motherfucker. Shout out to Blair Nash. This post went bananas, right? That post went bananas, man. Oh, he going in on what you call it. Yeah, so here it is. I just want to go through a few of these women's delusional responses to this, right? Delusional Delusional. This is what we dealing with. The undesirables, right? Said that thing dry. Next question. That thing dry. That thing's dry. You know what I'm saying? The difference is Viv want a man that could pay all the bills. David will more than likely pay all or most of the bills. Now, while women love men who pay all or most of the bills, women don't like older women who don't pay any bills. David don't want Viv. Maybe 20 years ago he might have. All right? Why is this rocket science? Why is this rocket science? Why are women struggling with this? They knew that when they was in their 20s, a lot of niggas didn't fit their criteria. So Felice Ware says, because women are often viewed through one of three lenses, her sexual peak prime, literally by how many men would stand in line to sex her, 2, her ability to breed, 3, the two combined, because men can literally spawn children till they die. They have no problem waiting until Medicare to start. They simply find women who were recently born to achieve this. This is not even negotiable because few, if any, Dave's age want to put their bodies through the brutality that is carrying someone's large-headed children and laboring to give life. This is cute until you realize you're 65 with a teenager. Doesn't fucking matter. It's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I had a woman respond to me that, because I was like, women at 50 can't start families. The motherfucker gonna say to me, well, we can adopt. We can get a surrogate. Why the fuck would I choose a woman to start a family that I have to find another woman to carry the seed? Why don't I just fuck with the surrogate? Can somebody make sense of this? Women have an issue being undesirable. They have an issue with being undesirable. They have an issue with not being the choice. Right? They have an issue with that. Says a 60-year-old woman can't have kids by a 50-year-old man. A 50-year-old man can have kids with, multiple kids with different women. That's the difference. Why does this shit have to be explained? These women, because of double standards that will never change. So here it is. This is when she should have cashed out. It came out later 50 was getting ready to propose, but she was stubborn and instead chose to enjoy another 20 years in the streets. Vivica was probably early 30s here. She had a chance. Bottom line is the usual societal hypocrisy. Societal? Bitch, it's nature. It's nature. It's nature. Here's a smart guy. Because attraction between men and women is asymmetrical. What's attractive to women is not the same thing that is attractive to men, especially in the later years. We are not the same. Guess who else said this? Kevin Samuels. Oh, we hated him. This chick blames it on white supremacy. Just like white supremacy is taught and impacts all races, so does the disparaging of women. She compares it to white supremacy. Women aren't respected or viewed as having opinions or rights when it comes to their feelings. Really, in America? Really, in America, women are not respected for their feelings and opinions? They can't have a voice? Women in America? Women bring life into the world. No, y'all carry the seed. That's what y'all do. Said the way rap music of today degrades women in general. You mean the female rappers? You see this shit? The way rap music of today degrades women in general. What you talking about? Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B with that WAP? Yeah, this shit is hilarious, yo. This is undesirable. Hold on. This is what we talking about, y'all. Undesirable. Let me get this off here before I get in trouble, man. Undesirable. This is what we're dealing with. We're done with that. Undesirable. You got undesirable bitches complaining, right? Undesirable women. You used to be the choice. You ain't the choice no more. When you were the choice, we see the nigga you chose. Well, I've matured now. No, it's too late, bitch. Can you imagine a nigga with millions? Right? When a nigga with millions, he do what he do. Fuck a lot of bitches, this and that, whatever. And as soon as he go broke, now he choose you. Like, well, you know, I've matured now that I'm broke. And now I'm ready for love. That's the flip side. Right? Yeah. Banner wouldn't be looking for a chick that old anyway. Hate the game. Yeah. Adopt. Yeah, that's what she said. We can adopt. Why the fuck would I get a bitch I have to adopt a kid from if I'm looking to start a family? I want to start my own family. And if I got to get a surrogate, then I might as well fuck the surrogate. TCW was good, bro. Said there's a video with black women saying that they don't even love the men they get to pay all the bills and still look for the guys they like to clap cheeks and have fun with while in a relationship. I said this. It's one of my shorts. One of my shorts is like, yo, when the women gonna, talk about, yo, this nigga's paying all the bills and yo, I don't want to be with this nigga no more. So either I got to find another nigga or I got to go out and get my own money. Yes, nature. Yes, late 30s in that pic, right? But this is the undesirable, right? So now, I brought that up to say, for all y'all niggas that just rode with me on pointing out how undesirable Vivica Fox is, right? If you understood the concept of what makes her undesirable and why she shouldn't be demanding what she's demanding. Because niggas like, yeah, Marcus, that bitch shouldn't be pricing herself too high. She's 60. Right? Just understand, everybody has a value. The sexual marketplace is a real motherfucking thing. It's a real thing. Okay? And the same thing that it applies to women, it applies to men too. Not the same way, but in a different way. Got into it with a dude on Facebook talking about there ain't no such thing as a high value man. Of course there is. Of course there is. It ain't always what Kevin said it is, but understand, value is subjective. Value is subjective. The things I value, maybe you don't. Maybe that guy over there, maybe the girl over there, we don't all value the same thing. Some of you just want a bad chick as a wife. You don't care if she can't cook, can't clean, you don't care as long as she look good. You like, fuck it, I get a maid or this or that, or I cook my own shit. Some of you don't value that. I don't need a woman to cook for me. My mom's had me slaving. I know how to cook like a motherfucker. Okay? So, it's nice, but I don't value it like some niggas do. But I don't demonize the niggas who want that. If you want the chick that knows how to do that, that's fine. Right? But where we are with it is, what's your value? Right? Can you demand the things that you're demanding? Can you look in the mirror and say, a bitch would want to fuck me? And if you cannot, don't get mad at me. This space ain't here to tell you that, yo, we're going to get laws changed so that you get guaranteed a bitch or some pussy. It's not what we're here for. This space ain't here to get the bitches to change their selection process to pick you. That's not what we're here for. These are the red pills. There's a lot of niggas here that's really trying to, they want the space to operate in that manner. No amount of videos on YouTube is going to make bitches choose different than what they're choosing. Raj can't do it. BGS can't do it. Fucking Dennis can't do it. None of us can do that. None of us can do that. That's not what we're here for. That is what they mean when they say SBE. That eventually, yo, we make enough of these videos, maybe the niggas are acting a way that make the bitches act in a way. Or maybe if the society fall apart, or maybe if we advocate and get the laws changed, maybe, then maybe, you know, all this chain reaction shit, or all the niggas got to come together, and we got to collectivize, and, you know. Willie, I like you. I like you, but you got to have vision. Yeah, I was there. All right. Shout out to Chef. Shout out to Chef. But no, it's not going to happen. There ain't no contention of niggas saying, yo, we ain't fucking. Most men, bitches ain't feeling. Most men don't fit the criteria that Kevin was talking about, high value man. These bitches, y'all niggas complaining that the bitches got too high of an expectation. So how does that also mean that niggas is turning down bitches heavily? The bitches ain't picking most niggas. They're not picking most niggas. That's why niggas is out here, yo. That's why incel is a thing. So niggas don't want to, you know, because we talk about $40. Niggas don't want to buy the pussy, right? Because, you know, that's trigging. Trigging ain't taking a bitch on a $300 date, which now they tried to make the norm, right? Instead, they say, you know, paying for pussy is triggering. You paying for it anyway. Shout out to Outspoken Introvert. I see you, bro. I see the numbers done went down. There's a lot of niggas in here earlier. A lot of niggas done walked out the door. Where we at? Yo, hit the like button on this shit, man. Hit the like button on this shit. Please, thank you. Hit the like button. About to check it. See where it's at. Hit the like button on this shit, man. That's crazy. Ty, you ain't shit for that motherfucking and Ty's live right now. Ty ain't shit. Yeah, probably a bunch of people jumped over to Ty. Ty City, you ain't shit for that that thumbnail, man. But my point is this, right? My point is this. Black men, there's a few realities we gotta accept. Nigga, you ain't about to change no laws. Niggas in the chat on the Roger stream talking about, so Marcus, so you saying because, you know, we can't change laws? Because men's rights advocates, the men's rights advocates, right? Group of white guys. A group of white guys in America, Paul Elam, right? Men's rights advocates. They haven't gotten no laws on the books to change none of this shit. Well, it takes time, Marcus. Well, the time it'll take will be past your relevance in the game. Unless you're 20-something, then by the time this shit straightens out, nigga, fuck you. Old niggas gotta go, right? So you want to wait till the shit gets straight, then you'll be older than David Banner talking about, well, now that they've done fixed the marriage laws, it ain't going to happen in your lifetime, bro. It ain't going to happen in your lifetime. You waiting for financial collapse? That ain't going to help you. All this shit that the manosphere, all these fallacies that the manosphere is saying, this will get the bitches right because the environment, bitches change with the environment. Nigga, you ain't got control of the environment. You're a black man in America. Only thing you can do is change your environment by moving to another one. You can't change the environment, niggas. Don't let a nigga in this space tell you shit about, oh, black women respond to the environment. This ain't your environment, nigga. It doesn't belong to you. You just live here. These are the red pills. These are the fucking red pills, bro. Nine times out of 10, you're part of that group that is the undesirables. Not because you're ugly, not because you don't get a haircut, not because of none of that shit, but because you don't fit the criteria that these bitches is looking for. These bitches' standards are high, and you don't fit it. There's niggas out here that actually do rock a clean cut. There's niggas that actually do rock a clean fit. There's niggas that actually are over 6 feet tall, 6'2", 6'3", and they're going through the same shit. We're looking at men in fucking Hollywood and in sports that's dealing with the same shit as the average nigga. So what does that tell you? To an extent, that may or may not work for you because you're one of the undesirables. The bitches ain't desiring you. It's something about the niggas that got all the baby mamas that's desirable. Now, if you ain't prepared to be one of them niggas or pretend to be one of them niggas or look like one of them niggas or talk like one of them niggas, if you ain't prepared to do that, the change comes with you. Number one, something that Raj and them may want to say, don't get fucking married in America. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Now, it'll be niggas that'll come on these streams in different niggas channels. Talking about, well, I'm married, it's working out for me. If you don't want to do what them niggas is doing in the background and make they shit work and keep they shit rocking and together, don't do it. If you ain't ready to bend over backwards, work your fucking ass off to keep these chicks happy, argue a whole fucking lot. If you ain't in the mood to do that, don't do it. A lot of niggas getting married to have a steady stream of pussy, and a lot of niggas don't even get that. Because as a single man, you ain't getting no bitches, and you figure, you know what? If I marry a chick, is pussy in the house? Yeah, that pussy will be in the house. It'll be around the house. Fuck does this mean? There's a lot of sexless marriages out here. Wife fucking the nigga at work. The red pill 5 is the other nigga. Y'all ain't gonna like that one. Because you're looking at him. I've been the other nigga a lot. And that's related to what homie said earlier about, women doing their thing outside or he said, I forgot which one of y'all, I forgot, man, don't get mad at me, said, that they've been invited to fuck wives. That's why I laughed. Okay? I have some very interesting stories. But at the end of the day, don't do it. If we're looking at niggas being destroyed, why do we got niggas in this space telling you to set yourself up for destruction? You still want to do the thing that is proven not to work. You got a certain percentage of men being destroyed. Certain percentage of men not being able to see their kids. Alimony, child support, all these things we've been knowing about all our lives. And we still feel like, we're trapped into making this decision because we got to build this community. You know what I'm saying? And we got niggas in the space telling you. And a lot of these guys are not married to black women. Your family building warrior niggas and shit they're not married to black women. Said blue balls and prostate cancer. God damn. All right. Hide your wife from keeping 100. Nah, man. Niggas be Some of these niggas be offering you know what I'm saying? They be offering it up. So change the laws will make it more hostile. So you got to get knocked over by the head. Get knocked over the head by a bitch to get a divorce, or have her take a ride, have her ride a D while you coming home. Wow. Leon, you crazy. You wild for this. Say, where's the new society? Hey, yeah, shout out to New Society. He said, was it you that said change the laws in your mind? I probably didn't say that exact thing, but I said something to that effect. Like, niggas can't even change their behavior. Why the fuck you think, how the fuck you think, like, we need to go to the Congress? And who's going to Congress? Which one of y'all niggas is going to Congress? Which one of y'all niggas is going to the White House? Which one of y'all niggas is going to the politicians? Who in the manosphere? Shout out to Black Uru. We need to sue the women. Which one of y'all doing that? Who's hiring the lawyer? Who's hiring the lawyer? Who's going to pay for this? Do we got a GoFundMe where we put money in the GoFundMe so we can hire an attorney to sue on our behalf? This is mental masturbation. I don't take part in that. If you ain't going to do that, the only thing you can do is say, you know what? Protect myself, right? I'm going to protect myself and not enter into these situations that I said, don't give a bitch the keys. Don't give a bitch the keys. You got content creators telling you to give bitches the keys. The only reason you got to do this shit is because you're being starved out. Fake pussy drought. Fake pussy shortage. The pussy is being shipped overseas to Pookie land, right? Now, when you look at Pookie, the only thing nigga can see is criminality. Because we're men. We don't see the thing that the bitches are seeing in these niggas. We're men. I get it. We look at them like, oh, that nigga's a dirty criminal. Or he's a good for nothing. Or whatever we look at and see. But there's something about these niggas that turn women on. And you got to find out what that shit is. I told you. But nobody, I ain't being no Pookie. Okay, be mentally, I'm above this nigga. No, learn, watch, observe. Okay, the components that would work for you. Not be a criminal, not be a bum, not be a dusty. None of that shit. The shit that they like about these niggas, find out what that shit is and throw that out there. At the same time, don't put yourself in a position where these chicks have power over you. It's this fucking simple, yo. I don't care if it's a black woman or not. Because white dudes are going through this shit too. It's not limited. That's where that part of SYSB falls apart, as if you go over there, you're guaranteed to be all right. No. Fuck with women that are cultured outside of this Western bullshit. This is Western. This is not just black culture. It's Western culture. So I had a Pookie tell me I got 5 baby mamas and got to use 5 different personalities for them. That shit blew my mind. Said women pay to give it away when they go on girls trips overseas. Know your worth, kings. But you got to make yourself into the desired male. Every time I say this shit, the desired niggas. Oh. Dennis is over there telling you, no, you can look like whatever. Just be a boss nigga. Look what's happening to the boss niggas. You can fuck with Dennis, and, you know, Dennis puts out good shit every once in a while, but that shit I'm going to have to disagree with. Y'all niggas are trying to buy a bitch's desire. It's not going to work, bro. Shout out to Nick. What's going on, bro? Said most niggas are one blowjob away from falling in line. They ain't putting money behind a like-minded politician to work to change laws on the books and abstain from fucking with boom kiki until it's passed. Word. Niggas will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to get these hoes. These same hoes they complain about. These same hoes that saying, you ain't good enough, nigga. You undesirable. What they don't know is the more they have to spend, the more she's not into you. The niggas that they like, they don't demand shit from, but it's time and attention and presence. That's it. If a woman is hitting you up, listen, let me tell you something. For whoever needs to hear it, if a woman asks you for money, you ain't been out yet, she's giving you a sob story, get her out of here. Get her out of here. They don't want to be asked for pussy too early. They ask you for money early, get her out of here. I don't give a fuck how bad they are. Hey, Lucy, what's going on? How you doing? Niggas got to start treating their time and attention and their money like women treat their vagina. Y'all niggas will say that y'all lose respect for a woman if she give you the pussy too quick. Well, if you give her money and time and attention freely, liberally, too early, what do you think she thinks of you? It's the same shit. You can't buy desire. You got to create it. You got to create desire. No doubt, no doubt. Motherfuckers talk shit about me. They talk shit about Tito. They talk shit about, you know, and I'm talking about niggas in the space, content creators. I done had beef with content creators, going back and forth with content creators, and niggas will say shit about my appearance. Niggas that are hiding behind avatars will make a comment about my appearance. If a nigga is telling you or you know, talking shit about, oh, nigga, you buff. What's up with you being buff? That nigga ain't buff. A buff nigga would be making fun of a nigga that's, you know, that's buff. A nigga that's in the gym don't make fun of the other gym nigga. Niggas with money don't make fun of the other niggas with money. Pay attention. And then they behind cartoons and avatars and shit. That's telling you something. All I'm saying is, whatever you got to do to make yourself desirable, I don't give a fuck if you adorn yourself with material items. Mars Day said it in fucking Purple Rain. I want the bitch to come to me. This nigga jump out with his long coat over his shoulders and combing his silky hair and shit. Right? Choosing signals. Gotta learn to walk away when you feel it. Yeah. Take your ball and go home. That's the thing niggas struggle with. The bitch is so bad and she's talking to me and I'm in her presence. It feel good. You sitting next to a woman that you attracted to. Ooh, she's giving me attention. And she's sitting across from you taking pictures of the food you bought her with her phone and shit. Texting people while you're on a date with her. I know a lot of y'all don't need to hear this, but some niggas do. Right? Said Dennis is a purple pill grifter just like Kevin was. Damn. Break the cycle. He said, that's it. A man must show that he will walk away. That commands respect. Leon says, keep it on it. Don't worry about people talking shit, which you don't care because they don't believe shit I say until BGS says it. This is facts. Motherfuckers don't respect shit that comes from a nigga that, like I said before, motherfuckers look at me, you know, backwards hat. Half the time my hat is forward. Niggas want to talk about a bald head. Nigga, we can't even see your face, nigga. Make an avatar of your face. Let's see what you look like. You going to talk about a nigga appearance because you probably fit the criteria of the undesirable. And looking at a nigga like me probably triggers you. Because I might remind you of the nigga you been competing with and losing. Now, when people hear that, they're going to be, oh, Marcus is flexing. He's a flex bro. Right? No, nigga. That's Lucario, the nigga that's clowning you. I'm telling niggas, yo, this is what you need to do. That nigga telling you, you ain't got no game. You game goofy. Right? Pay me and I'll tell you how to get hot bitches. And then you see his bitch and she look like hot garbage. Oh, man. Oh, he said, fuck BGS, the only nigga to never be wrong in the manosphere. Nah, he's wrong 20% of the time. 20% of the time, he's wrong. Women hate yes men. Yo, you got to be able to walk away from a bitch. I don't care how she look. But you got to do things to make yourself desirable. I don't care how you do it. I don't care how you do it. And niggas feel like, the bitches feel, a lot of niggas feel like, take me as I am. Good luck. The niggas that get the bitches understand that that doesn't work. The bitches, you know, the one who get BBL surgery and they wear weaves and all this shit that y'all pretend not to like, but you really do. Them bitches understand that come as I am doesn't work. The bitches you don't like are coming as they are. The obese bitches. You know what I'm saying? The ratchet bitches, they're coming as they are. And you're like, nah, bitch, you don't qualify. You ain't qualified, queen. Right? Some of these bitches on Pop the Balloon, they come to pop the balloon as they are. Come as you are don't work. Be yourself is one of the biggest lies ever perpetrated. When they say be yourself, they ain't talking about like, you know, act like whatever. Nah, you got to, you know, but you have to find something about you that, or find a bitch that likes who you are. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for this comment, Music Man. If you talk about you being buff. Nigga, you gay. And I know people talk about looks maxing and shit. You might need to do some of that shit. Said this is why most of them will wind up post-war and begging like Vivica if they don't learn early or get taught by their parents or loved ones when they're young. Right? This is the thing, bro. Build yourself up. Of course, build your money, build all that shit, build your value in every way that a man can. But that doesn't create desire. What it does create is women choosing you based on resources. And we see the how that works out. You got a bunch of bitches that say, yeah, I'm with him. Y'all see my community tab where I posted the girl blowing her dude up because, yeah, he took care of home and he paid all the bills, but I never loved this nigga. You don't want to be this nigga. You don't want to be that guy. You know how you find out if you're desirable? A few things. I'll give you a few of them. It's too many, but I'll give you a few of them. Don't call the bitch and see if she call you. Don't call her first. And see if she call you. Fuck if she answer her phone. Fuck if she call you back or text back. No, don't call first. Don't be the one that calls first. And I know it is, depending on how much you like a female, it's very difficult to do. Don't call her for a week or more. And if she don't call you, she don't miss you. That's one key way to know if a chick is feeling you or not. Don't call her. And I'm talking about this is after a few conversations. Don't call her. Don't always be the first one to call. Said exceptions don't prove norms. They not fat where I live. Nigga, they fat everywhere else. The best way to know if you're desirable is if you can attract women under age 25 who don't ask you for money. This is facts. Or if you got chicks taking you out, chick, if she don't leave shit at your house by accident, she not feeling you. I want more of these. Keep going. I like this. Keep going. When the study dropped about Chinese bitches becoming obese, is over. Passport bros better hurry up. Foreign bitches is getting fat too. It's pretty difficult for an Asian chick to get fat. So Obsidian was the loudest and maybe the first in this space to preach that come as I am BS. Good luck. Good luck with the come as I am shit. The bitches that you don't want to fuck with are doing that. Don't sound like the bitches you don't want to fuck with. The bitches you want to fuck with are not coming as they am, especially once they pass their 20s. There's an overabundance of bad bitches out here. An overabundance. And that's because of advances in cosmetic surgery. Advances in cosmetic surgery has made the average bitch a bad bitch. What have you? An adjustable whatever number. They call it a glow up. Nah, bitch, you got surgery. Or maybe she got in the gym or whatever. She threw her face up. She beat her face up and she looked good. Right? And niggas pretend not to like it, but these bitches be having huge followings. They get flown out and they get shit bought for them and they get Cash App and Venmo and don't lie and say that this shit doesn't happen because I'm around bitches and I see it. I see it. They show me. Ooh, look, these niggas sending me all this money. Bitches will send me they send me all the celebs that's in they shit. All the celebs that send the DMs, all the regular niggas, all that shit. I see all that shit. So I want you guys to understand that this manosphere fallacy, that there's this great number of men, right? This great number of men making these rational, decisions not to fuck with or procreate with women because they ain't qualified is a fallacy. It's a fallacy. Niggas ain't being chosen. Remember, bitches choose. Men get chosen. And then there's this other argument that, well, men control marriage. Just understand that in order for you to propose to a bitch, she has to choose you to date. She always makes the first choice. A nigga can't offer a random bitch a ring. And bitches is turning down rings. They turning down rings, bro. Where y'all at? These niggas that are saying all this shit about, because, men are, it's a fallacy. It's a dream sequence, bro. Because men are bullshit. Bullshit. It's so many niggas out here that are unsuccessful at getting bitches that they will marry the first thing they can because they are being pussy starved, nigga. That's why you got all these simp niggas online, this and that, because they ain't around. You know the language of anybody that's around women or have experience with women and shit like that. You know how they talk. Just like you know the experience, how niggas talk when they used to shit. When you're used to having, when you're used to money, when you're used to this, used to that. You don't talk from a position of scarcity. You talk from a position of abundance. We know how it sounds. I know how it sounds when I listen to a nigga that's undesirable. Word up. Let's stop the cap. He said, be suspicious of guys with an unnecessarily surplus of baby oil. I'm just saying. Well, shit, I don't know, man. I had a couple. Hey, look, when I took pictures of models, I had a lot of baby oil. It was necessary. It's shit that you needed for the lights to hit you just right and bounce. The light bounces back into the camera and gleams and glistens. And when you look at Smooth Magazine and King Magazine and all those magazines, there's baby oil at work. You need the baby oil for that. Baby oil gel. By the way, the best way to know, I read that already. Chicks get a lot of proposals in their 20s. They get a lot. And they shooting all them shits down. Don't think that niggas is, I ain't proposing to that 20-year-old bad bitch. Bitches are getting a lot of proposals in their 20s that they turn down. And they will have a few babies in their 20s by niggas that ain't proposing to them. That they want to be with, but ain't proposing to them. Say Korean chick will get fat blow up on you in a minute. Japanese, Chinese, Viet, not so much. That's facts. That's facts. Yo, I've been to Japan 7 times and I'm about to go back, right? You have to really dig for a fat bitch. Like, yo, it's hard to find a fat bitch in Japan. Yeah, that's a bit much. 1,000 bottles. Cause you got a big party coming. Yo, niggas. It's a lot of lube, bro. There's some shit going on. You get a bunch of people. Look, you need 1,000 bottles. You got to be able to provide. Maybe when he threw the party, he was selling the baby oil or handing it out. You need a good amount of baby oil. You know? You need to slide up in there. I don't know what the fuck. Pause. I don't know what the fuck they doing, man. There's a difference between there's a different state away from BBWs or hood rats versus being around women who you want to choose you. Listen, in order to be the choice, there's things you got to do to be the choice. Like I said, I know what undesirable talk sounds like when I hear it. Niggas who are complaining about being rejected. I'm on Facebook all day. Niggas are complaining about rejection. These are not niggas that's like, oh, I'm being picky and choosy about which bitches to procreate with. If women have high, impossible standards, how are you turning a bitch down that never chose you? How does this make sense? Those two ideas cancel each other out. Women with high standards. Niggas is like, no. Niggas got high standards now? It's bullshit. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm not a believer. The Break the Cycle says, I used to be 327. Now I'm 248. Wait till I get to 200. It's over. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. He said, work on yourself. Or mad because she never chose you. If a bitch don't want you, move around, bro. I know it's difficult watching the other nigga walk away with the bitch. I get it. I get it. But it's just like how, Kev and everybody else says the black women don't want to compete. A lot of niggas don't want to compete, or they compete the wrong way. You can't buy desire. It doesn't have a price tag. All you'll do is attract a woman who wants to use you. Now, Lucario said this, and to a certain extent, he's right. You can buy access to a bitch, but you can't buy desire. You can buy access to a woman. If you got the money and you got the toys, woman might fuck with you because of that. Now you have access. Access to a woman is not equal to desire. Everybody in here who has been desired knows what that is. You know what it is. You know when a chick is feeling you. You know when a chick, man, I'm walking around, this real shit, real talk. I'm walking around a fucking party, an adult party. I'm gonna say a name. And it was bizarre to me. Jada Fire was following me around this party. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, oh shit. I move, she move. I go this way, she go this way. Jada Fire is following me around this party. We know what it is when a woman is feeling us. You know it. So then you know what it is when she's not. Get the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. If you want to be that nigga, we know what women like. Just like women know what we like. Right? Their beauty is their whole shit. Men have different things that they can offer. It's not fair. It's nature. We actually have the advantage. Not only do we have physical attributes that they're attracted to, but then we can have things. We don't give a fuck about their things, but they give a fuck about our things. And if you put all those things together, the trifecta, then you have options now. It's hard work, but you got to do it if you want to be desirable. Said, but niggas seem to be mad because bitches ain't choosing nobody. That means your life should be smoothed or the next guy, no headaches. Right. The relationship counselors are quitting on Western women too, especially black women. Yeah. Damn, she was a good stress reliever back in middle school. Shit, I gotta lift weights now. You see, easiest thing in the world to tell. Right. Yeah, even the studs are tired of women and trying to go to men now. Yeah. Yeah. All I'm saying is, yo, look. A lot of this shit ain't gonna come around in your lifetime. The young dudes, they get it. But this Gen X, right? And maybe even some of you millennials, you need to hear this. You need to hear this shit. We about to wrap it up. Every nigga thinks they want to be desired until they start throwing shit at you and fuck up your car and clothes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, this shit. Like I said, I got stories, man. Yo, look, like I said, man, we all know what that is. We all know what it is, and we all know what the steps are to get that. It's hard work, man. Sorry, Marcus. First, I look at the purse because sex always easy to get. You say you look at the purse. Explain to me what that means, right? Said when a woman is into you, it goes easy. It's not hard. You're just there and they're on it. I don't know what link this is. This is Chaos posted a link. I don't know if this is shorts. Oh, he posted a short. I gotta see what this is. But yeah, it goes easy. We know what it is. They're eating the dog. They're eating the cats. Man, I'm not playing that. Chaos, you wild. You sent me the Trump Haitians eating the dogs and cats. Shout out to my Haitians. I wanted to speak on that too. I ain't gonna speak on it today. But shout out to my Haitians, man. You know, Hood Servative did a stream. Shout out to Hood Servative. I don't know if he's still in the building. Shout out to Hood Servative. Hood Servative did a video where he was talking about, you know, the Haitians or whatever the case in Ohio, whatever the case may be. I want to go on record as saying this. I am from New York City. I grew up around Haitians all my life. Okay? Haitians all my motherfucking life. I got Haitians related to me in all type of different ways. Through marriage. I got Haitian cousins. Shit like that. Okay? Haitians do not eat cats. This is not a cultural norm for them or whatever. Now, if there's a Haitian eating a cat, that's a cat eating Haitian. Haitians do not eat cats. They eat the same animals you eat. They eat chicken. They eat beef. They eat turkey. Shit like that. I've had Haitian food. There's no cat on the menu. Shout out to my Haitians, man. Shout out to my Zoes. Said, shit, I need one more subscriber to make it to 300. 300? I wish I could help you. I'm already subbed to your shit, man. 300. Damn. Nigga, I don't know, man. You need to have some girls twerking on your shit or something, man. Said Trump 2024. Said, does she have any resources to treat me the way she wants to be treated? Yo, if a woman ain't ready to spend money on you, if a woman ain't ready to do some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had chicks pay for first dates. I've had plenty chicks pay for first date. Say, hey, send a car to come get me. Right? 4 Seasons fucking room service with unnamed porn stars, right? Join the Patreon, I'll tell that story. All I'm saying is, we know what desire is. We know what desire is. We know what it feels like, right? So let's not pretend. And if you want to be desired, do the things that turn these women on. Maybe you got to go to YouTube and listen to them, you know, niggas talk about it. But at any rate, we about to be up out of here, man. But don't believe niggas telling you that there's this, like, you know, this contingency of niggas that's just turning pussy down. That's a lie. And number 2, don't get fucking married, man. And shout out to homie that, you know, he's in the Marines. He was talking about, you know, one of the first things that they tell you in the Marine Corps is don't get married. That's a real thing. A lot of you niggas in the military, in the service, y'all joined the service, and the first thing y'all wanted to do was get married to your girlfriend. And a lot of y'all niggas know what that is. A lot of y'all shit didn't make it. This is America. This is America. Look what I'm sipping on. Look what I'm sipping on. You know what it is here. So if you go that route, you get what you get. Just like Ferg said, you get what you get at this point. You got all the information. If they get you, you did it to yourself. You want to be with a woman? Be with her. Make it what you want it to be. First be desired. Then have the chicks that desire you fuck with you on your terms. But don't give a bitch the keys. This was the Red Pills 4. Red Pills 5 coming soon. We up out of here, man. Y'all have a good fucking week. 100.